So yeah, we're here at Kellways plants just outside Langport, and this is one of our little displays, 6 metre displays. And so yeah, let's take a little walk down there and have a look.
So when we first got here, I went to the toilet and I saw some of the plants and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I think I recognise this feature. Was this a collaboration?
Yes.
On your YouTube channel? Did you do anything on it, or is it?
I put my hands up. I haven't actually put this out on YouTube yet.
Right. Okay.
I put lots of pictures out and things. Yeah. So, but yeah, JD or John from JD Landscapes came down and gave us a hand for a couple of days. We literally managed to get this in about 2 or 3 weeks before March lockdown last year. So it was nice to actually have that camaraderie to come down and actually have a bit of fun before the
pandemic,
calm before the storm, as it were. And what it did do is it gave 6 months for this to mature, and as you can see, the thyme and the ajuga and everything, it's all there. It's all grown in and looking marvellous.
So it's a nice sign. You say you love it?
Yeah. So yeah, we've branded ourselves with these sort of really nice luminous green and dark sort of charcoal grey colours and black, and I think it does just add that sort of elegancy, sort of nice cream crisp effect. We're trying to do. Although we do have naturalistic waterfalls, we don't just do that, we do other things as well. And actually this... I
love the tagline, inspired by nature. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. When I first came with the company, I thought the tagline was pretty nice about 6 years ago. So it's, it is, and we are inspired by nature. I go walking by loads of waterfalls, try and get there as much as I can, whether it's going kayaking or wild swimming and all that sort of thing, jumping off waterfalls and underwater caving.
And it's beautiful, and it looks like it's been there 100 years. It doesn't look like it's been, what, 2 years?
Yeah, and that's the thing, not even that. And the beautiful thing about this feature as well, actually, we've tapped into the solar.
Yeah.
The pumps are run off the solar there.
Wow.
And actually, that downpipe goes straight into the reservoir. So what we've tried to do is actually create somewhat of a self-sustaining system, because Kellways are really at the forefront of trying to eliminate peat there, and working really hard at various things to become more economical and more environmentally friendly, because that's the way it has to go. It has to be. I haven't got any other choice. So having these little things here where we can harvest from the PU panels, we can get a bit of rain from the gutter, and just keep this generally going. It makes me feel better about what we create, and ultimately it makes it a lot nicer. This was just flat, or as a slight slope, but this was this was the same as that. There was just nothing, just cut grass, almost actually, if anything, and an annoyance for them, because they didn't know what to do with it. So,
and a lot of people miss that. So they have framing rock, or framing bit of wood, and then they miss that because that's they just think. But splitting it is a great thing. Well, and it doesn't look like you've split it on every single one.
It's all about layers. It's all about trying to get the layers. So like if you look, that rock there is similar height to there, and then they're the same height as that one, and then they're the same height, and they're the same height. It's all about trying to get these slices together. Yeah, so it's all about trying to get those sort of layers, as if you were creating a cake or cut through a cake and then sliced it through. Every river system or waterfall has a valley where it then comes and cuts through, and as it cuts down you get these nice layers through it, and obviously accentuating out how we can. And it's all about trying to hide it as much as we can. You've got the thyme creeping through there, you've got ajugas and these black grasses and these different plants draping over and just softening and actually ultimately making the beautiful rock work we do create more hidden, so it then makes it look a little bit more natural again. Big thanks to Kellways for letting us create what we do best, and obviously giving us essentially free reign on all the plants. And I think we have done it justice. We've tried to go for a real blend and assortment of plants, and as things grow in and sort of settle down over time, it's only getting better.
So the big question, have you won any work from having this as a display? Do you send people here?
Yeah, so I'd send people here. I've had plenty of people contacting me from this and some really nice projects from it. But again, like you said, it's a really nice place to send someone if they do want to see what maybe a longer stream can look like, or bigger boulders, or even just a pondless waterfall. It's a fantastic place to come. And it's a win-win relationship, because if I send someone here to have a look at you know, what we've created here, they're bound to go in for a cup of tea. They're bound to go get a wonderful piece of wonderful cake.
And buy all the plants.
And buy the plants. Why wouldn't you? Because the plants they create here, they grow on and nurture themselves, are brilliant. And
is that, you know, the plants highlight the waterfall and the waterfall highlight the plants, and
yeah, and that's it. And that's what it's all about, really, is having the two crafts with the soft landscaping coming with the hard landscaping, blending them two together, and ultimately creating something which is really fun to enjoy.
So did you say Matt was here? Is he the garden centre manager or owner?
Yeah, so no, Matt's the garden centre manager. So there's a few different parts to this because they do quite a lot of growing for larger establishments and designers. They've got the back of house, which is huge, which we might be able to take a tour around. And then the little garden centre here, which they dib in and take plants as they want. You know, Matt is there, so I'll go and see if he'll tell us about the history of Kellways.
Fantastic, let's go.
Yeah, so let's go find Matt. Oh, there he is, look. Hi Matt, how you doing?
You alright?
You well?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Yeah, good. So I've got some chaps with me.
Right.
This is Mark, and yeah, basically just talking through the Pondless we created for you at the front. Just wondering if you could give us a lowdown on Kellways and how long you've been established and that sort of thing. If you
Yeah, sure. I mean, we've been here since 1851.
Yeah, sound.
Jumped around a few times. We had an old sort of seed place down the road. Moved up here, it's a little bit more bigger, a bit nicer.
Yeah.
Garden centre changes around every now and then, but we always have all sorts of plants, try and do everything for everyone.
Yeah, so if you're looking to get any specialist plants, you know, I'm sure it's just kellways.co.uk.
Yeah.
Kellwaysplants.co.uk. You know, check them out. I'm sure they've got some lovely assortment of plants on there for you to sort of you know, add to your gardens and things.
So Matt, so what do people say? You know, obviously you've had a beautiful water feature at the front.
Yeah.
What's been the reaction?
Generally, people either they come in or go, they spend 4 or 5 minutes standing there, sitting on the rocks there, and they just like to look at it, take a few pictures. They come in, ask who did it, want to know who did the water feature and everything. So there's a lot of interest in it. So it was very good to have it there at the front, because some people just like to say sit on the rock there for 5 minutes, just looking at it.
So you're happy with the water feature being in the front? So other garden centres potentially, does it help sell plants?
It does, because it showcases the colour you can use in your garden. Maybe you want to buy 3 or 4 plants that, you know, just work together, then you can see how it looks in there.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you for opening up your garden.
That's all right.